Hey guys, welcome to an all-new review, right?
What's up, Doc?
Well, David, you see, I have this giant box in my way. Wait!
That's better.
No.
You've never looked better.
Thanks. I'm Devall. With me, as always, is Dave Draper. And, gang, we're back to take a look at the San Diego Comic-Con exclusive Hasbro Shop.
IDW. Oh, God, what the hell is it called? Revolution. The big, dumb Avengers combine everything deal.
Yes.
Thing.
As you can see from
we as toy experts.
As you can see from our wonderful shot here, this box is large.
It's a large box.
It's a very immense.
I'm just going to put out a warning right now that I have not followed the IDW comic, so if I'm more ignorant than usual on this one,
the box set, of course, features Transformers, G.I. Joe, M.A.S.K, ROM, Visionaries, Action Man, and Micronauts, all in one fell swoop here. So there's a lot of cool artwork here on the front. You've got Jetfire, you got all your heroes on the front. On the back, you get your villains. So Baron Karza and some of the Micronauts villains.
Dire Wraith.
The Dire Wraith from ROM.
Actually, this is one thing I do know is in the comic, the Dire Wraiths pull that like they look like people.
Yes.
He's Doc from G.I. Joe.
Interesting.
From what I've been told.
Interesting.
Again, I could be completely
The front
wrong.
of the box is Velcro. Dave and I are going to vanish here for a minute.
Oh no.
As you can see, the front of the flap here gives you information on Revolution, which was the comic series they were doing with all these characters and creating this world. It gives you an idea. It tells you who all the characters were. It also shows you the microspace of Micronauts. And then on this side, of course, you get all of your different figures, your Micronaut minis here, your deluxe class.
I think he's a leader class.
He's a leader class Jetfire.
Voyager. He's a Voyager class. He's Voyager.
And of course, these figures. We'll talk about these figures more up close and personal when we get to that point here in a minute. But it gives you a great idea of the massive amount of cool figures you get. And again, all in Dave's scale, this 4-inch scale. So Dave's got some very cool. Technically,
the Transformers pushing it.
Yeah, Transformers pushing it. But very cool looking box set here as Dave comes back there, and I'm still fan.
You're still Jetfire.
Yeah, I am. Look. Wait, where's... There we go, look at that. What do you say we open this up and we'll take a look at all the figures individually, and Dave and I'll give you some thoughts. Yes?
Sure, why not?
Awesome. Alright, with everything out of the box, and let me tell you, it was an adventure, a chore, and, well, it was pretty awful.
Yeah.
Let's just put it at that. It was pretty terrible.
Oh, we've had worse.
We have had worse. First up out of the gate is none other than the M.A.S.K leader, Matt Trakker. I wanted to bring this out before we take a look at Trakker to show you how different the two body types were.
I was legitimately surprised to
see
them side by side.
Yes.
It's basically they're two different bodies. It's just that the chest piece and the helmet are the same.
Yeah. They're...
and then he comes with the Annihilator gun.
Yeah, the Annihilator gun. That's the Annihilator gun.
That's the Annihilator gun. I'm saying that those are the things they have in common.
Yeah. But of course, he doesn't come with the helicopter like the original Trakker on G.I. Joe from several years ago from the
Annihilator backpack.
Yeah. But you can get an idea of just how different the sculpt is with these two Matt Trakkers body-wise. The new one is a much smaller figure compared to the original one. Much slimmer. I almost would say that they used a women's body for him.
No.
I mean, just the way the body's designed, but...
They did not use a women's...
No. So Matt Trakker... Also, the other interesting thing is they all come with display stands, but they're all the G.I. Joe Rise of Cobra dog tag stands. But the problem...
Except...
They're all Cobra on the other side. Every last one of the original ones that isn't Roadblock is a Cobra stand.
Roadblock has an actual G.I. Joe stand.
Plus the pegs on these, they're tiny pegs. They don't exactly fit all of the figures correctly, and the figures do not stay on their stands, which is awful.
And by all of, we mean...
pretty much everybody. Trakker here, though, shares, of course, the same articulation as modern Joes today with the swivel...
I'm sure it's a reused body from somebody.
Yeah.
I just don't know who.
But you got your You got your knee joints there. You've got your double jointed knees. You've got your... This one does not have them, but some of them have rocker ankles. He just has pivots.
Roadblock does.
Roadblock does. Of course, he comes with the, as Dave said,
the
Annihilator gun there, which is a nice little gun. And then Matt himself has a removable helmet, which reveals the comic version of Matt Trakker, who is African American.
Internet outrage. Internet outrage.
Oh my God!
Fanboy outrage.
Why is he not a white man?
Well, get the other one so that we can.
Yeah. So
we can see the.
There you go.
Oh no! They've
no,
made a white blonde dude black.
Oh my God! Why the horror?
Outrage.
Who cares? It's M.A.S.K.
Outrage.
It's a different M.A.S.K.
Because he's always going to be like that.
Yeah, exactly. Internet outrage can now be squashed.
Like the complex three-dimensional character of Matt Trakker required him to be a Caucasian in the first place.
boy, did not at all.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, it was not a deep character. But this Matt Trakker, again, like Dave said, shares the helmet, the chest piece, the flight suit here, the gun, but the body's different. The head, of course, is a new sculpt head, so it's a different version of Trakker, but a nice figure altogether. Moving on to, we'll take a look at Action Man.
All right.
Action Man, of course, based on our friends overseas in the UK. Their version of G.I. Joe was called Action Man.
That's a new action, like the new generation Action Man.
It is, but the Action Man name ties into the.
I know, it ties into
the G.I. Joe foreign release. But Action Man himself is dressed in a what I'm guessing is a veritable spy uniform. A very functional kind of fighting suit.
I'm pretty sure at least the chest piece is from Rise of Cobra Joe. Yeah. That weird black armor.
Yeah, the weird. Yeah, because he's got the back pieces here. Same articulation as everybody else, but he comes with two little Uzis, which you can have him hold.
I believe those are actually Mac 10s.
Yeah, little are they? Well, I don't know my guns. Little Mac 10s and
no, they're not Mac 10s.
And a large.
They're not Uzis though.
A large rifle here, which is nice. So
that's actually a British rifle.
You know what? I don't know, man.
It is. I think it's the modern FA.
Is it? I don't know my guns. I don't know.
I don't know guns. I don't know anything.
But the head sculpt's.
He's more like Action Boy.
Yeah, more like Action Boy than Action Man. Really.
Action Lad.
Action Lad! Now with increased testosterone! Dun dun dun! I'm growing up, everybody! Dun dun dun!
They got a real F giggle out of me.
We have our Dire Wraith.
Yeah, it looks nothing like what I remember from the Marvel comics.
Again, here's one that he don't stand on his base.
No,
so
on his base.
Toss that over there. Dire Wraith here. Very.
Now this one, the arms are zombie vipers.
Yes.
I know that for a fact.
Yes, the arms are zombie vipers.
And I believe I've been told that the body is Doc, which is why I said earlier that it was Doc doing his I'm actually a monster.
Yeah.
And the head's a new sculpt.
The head is a new sculpt. It's very creepy. Very.
It's weird.
Yeah, it's very weird. The Dire Wraiths are very kind of creepy, scary guys.
I know they were big silvery dogs.
Yeah, they were.
Marvel.
In the Marvel. But of course, he did not come with a little pistol. Got a little
that's what you get when you reuse bodies.
Yeah, that's true. But again, a nice reuse of parts for the zombie viper arms here, which we haven't seen. I don't think they've reused anything from the zombie viper for years. So
except for zombie vipers.
Well,
but they've reissued him last year.
Oh, did they? I couldn't remember.
Well, yeah, I would have been more happy if they'd gone with a more generic body than just that uniform.
Right.
I mean, there are bare chests or
Yeah.
It's
a little more.
It's very specific.
Yeah, a little more generic would have been very cool for the
very specific monster.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the hero that fights the Dire Wraiths.
Oh no.
The one and only Rom again.
Immediately came off his stand.
Yeah, his stand he doesn't hold. Rom is pretty cool here. Rom's.
I would say this is one of the two figures that sell this set to most people.
Yes, is Rom. Rom is very neat. We're not sure on the reused body parts of Rom himself.
I'm 90% sure the legs are Armored Cobra Commander.
Yes.
I think the chest might be unique. I'm not 100% sure.
I think the chest might be unique. The head is definitely unique.
Well, there's a separate chest piece that encloses the torso.
Yes.
I think the torso might also be unique, but I'm not sure.
It's hard to say with this. The gun is unique because that is Rom's weapon, so they had to sculpt that weapon. Rom is very cool though. Rom, for those of you that don't know Rom, he was a very cool toy in the early 70s.
I think 80s.
Was it late 70s, early 80s? He was really neat. He was big figure,
About 12 inches, I think.
Yeah, about 12 inches. Took batteries. He had lights and sounds. He was pretty cool. But Rom has been a character that people have wanted to see for a while.
He was a Marvel character. Like, for a long time, he had a Marvel comic.
Yeah, he did. Rom the Space Knight.
Yeah.
So he has a large mythology that Marvel put together for him for years. So
and yeah, now they're fighting with Hasbro over it.
Yeah, it's
sad.
Crazy. Yeah, it's crazy, but pretty cool looking figure though. Again, this, like Dave said, this is the figure, one of two that sells the set for people.
I think so. Yeah.
The other one I think Dave is talking about is not the G.I. Joe figure.
Okay, you're absolutely 100% wrong about that.
In my mind, am I really?
Yes.
In my mind, it's the Visionary.
Yeah. Okay.
For me,
you keep telling yourself that.
For me, had I had tried to get this set, it would have been for this figure alone. It would have been for Leoric.
Well, yes, but you're you.
I am me. I like that. Of course, they didn't use the hologram, but they did use
that shiny stuff that we had on the Hulk packaging.
Yeah, this metallic that kind of moves. Quasi hologram.
It's not quite lenticular. It's not quite hologram.
No, but it does different. As you can see, as I move it through different sections of the light, it picks up that light and reacts differently to it. So, I've got some very cool, nice idea. This metallic sticker, but the chest piece here is unique. Of course, the staff is unique. The whip is Crocmaster. The helmet is unique because, of course, it is a Visionary helmet. His helmet does come off to reveal Leoric in all his Leoricness.
That might be Mutt's head. I'm not 100% sure.
That's a possibility. Again, it's a dude with a mustache. So take your pick and throw a rock at Joe's, and you could use one of those heads with a mustache. But these the chest, actually the upper body is all unique because he
definitely has those classic G.I. Joe thumbs that bend inward so he can't hold anything.
They can't hold anything, which is one of the most stupidest design flaws Hasbro's ever done. It's just dumb. It's like, let's design a hand that actually can't hold any accessories. That'd be great, right? The chest, the upper body actually is unique. All this is one piece. It's all sculpted. It doesn't come off. It's all attached. So Leoric is probably, out of all of them, probably one of the most original figures, because I'm not sure if the legs are reused or not.
I think the legs might be Ace.
But that upper body is all new. So very neat figure, though, with the little whip. Oh, and again,
wow,
hands don't hold anything.
Super impressive.
Yeah, super great.
And the figure that actually got people to buy this set,
which was the Renegades version of Roadblock.
And I know that in the IDW comic, he doesn't look like that.
Yes.
So this was specifically the Renegades sculpt for Roadblock. Renegades, just quick background in case you don't know, because not everybody does.
Right.
Renegades was a cartoon that they did right before the movie came out. It was a really good show. And
it was basically the A-Team with G.I. Joe.
It was the A-Team with G.I. Joe. Cobra was it was a cool reimagining of Cobra as like Halliburton meets Walmart.
Right.
And they did figures for all the main characters, all the main Joes, except
Roadblock. He never got made. And people were ticked off.
They were not happy, yeah.
No, they were very unhappy that this figure never got made.
Yeah.
Because you needed him to complete the Joe team.
And without him... And clearly they had a sculpt, because they showed him off, I think.
Yeah, they did. And they never released him. Well, this is finally a way for every Joe collector to get their Renegades Roadblock.
Yes.
It's a very good figure. It's a very good sculpt. Again, it's a Renegades figure. You need this figure to complete your Renegades.
That's what sold the set for me.
Yeah, he's got his little knife. He's got his big Roadblock gun. Yeah. And then Dave discovered something kind of neat in his backpack, which has
weird little elastic straps.
It has elastic straps, but it also is hiding a little flashlight. Little removable flashlight.
Yeah, I'm sure that I know that backpack comes with some other figure.
A little tiny flashlight that comes out.
I just don't remember who.
Yeah. Little tiny flashlight. Oops, that now doesn't want to stay in there.
Yeah.
I've ruined everything.
You've broken it.
I've ruined it all. All right, we'll get that back in a minute.
Okay.
But, Renegades Roadblock, again, like Dave said, this is the figure that sold it for Dave, because Dave wanted this Roadblock.
Yeah, I really like that show. And
yeah.
I hated not having the whole cast.
Yeah. So, very cool figure. And then last but not last, but...
neither last nor least.
We get our little cast of Micronauts heroes and villains.
Yeah.
These are basically little PVC miniatures, which represent the size difference between,
Sort of the size difference.
Yeah, sort of the size difference between everybody in this set. We get all of our little heroes and villains here. Oops.
Yeah, I don't remember everybody's names, but...
well, let me get the box.
The ones I do know, Acroyear, who's a famous Micronaut, Baron Karza, Biotron, I think he's the Time Traveler. This guy has a different name, but he's Lobros.
So here we've got Acroyear, like Dave said. Here. We have, like Dave said, Biotron, like Dave said. We have Oberon, like Dave said.
Yeah,
we have Quintilis. We have Finolo Phi. We have Zant.
Again, he's Lobros in the actual figures.
We have Gamatron back here. We have the one and only Baron Karza. And we have Betatron.
Now, Gamatron and Betatron, I think, were actually vehicles in the vintage line.
In the vintage line, yeah. I believe you
I looked it up on eBay, and like they were like big...
Yeah, they were big.
They were either big figures or vehicles.
Yeah. These little figures, I mean, it's kind of a nice little touch to have the Micronauts figures. Of course, Biotron's much bigger than all his brethren because he was ginormous.
Toy was huge.
Yeah, he was huge. But a nice little. I thought it was a nice little gesture of Hasbro to include the Micronauts in this, even in this form.
It's part of the story.
Yeah, it is part of the story. So, very cool. I like the little Acroyear though. He was always one of my favorites. Him and Karza were always two of my favorites.
Yeah.
I loved the vintage line of this. Except that they all are fragile as crap, and they're terrible figures that Mego made. But it's a really great line. But last but not least, let's take a look at the Leader Class Jetfire. Last but not least, we have our Leader Class Jetfire, which is actually a release of an earlier Jetfire that they did a year or two ago.
Yeah, I don't know. I've got the other one. All the red parts were chrome.
Yeah.
In the original.
So this time, basically, this is what the figure would look like if you would scrape the chrome off all the weapons.
Yeah, actually, there were tutorials online about how to get rid of the chrome, and he would look like that.
Yeah, he would look like this. So this is actually what the figure...
Well, he wouldn't exactly look like what you're seeing because we've discovered yet another color that Jason's camera hates.
Red. It makes it look pink.
Yeah, I don't know what that's
Look at that. That's all kinds of like, look at me, I'm pink! I'm pink fire! Yay! We're not going to transform Jetfire for you. He's been out for a while. He's a figure that you can easily find a line of reviews of the earlier version. It's the same figure. Just a couple of notions, like all the guns here on his sides, like the leg guns can pop off, the arm guns can pop off. They can form onto the bigger gun. They can connect to the they can all connect to form one giant gun that he can hold. Of course, the gun can fire a missile, which is super trigger. Like you barely touch it and it fires. So here, we'll fire it on the table here. You see, fires are pretty hard too. The back part here, the little turbo jets, I guess you could call them. You can actually swivel those around and reconnect them to kind of mimic the vintage toy, because these were up and down instead of the opposite way, instead of this way. You can kind of do that, and also the mask here. You can have two different faces. You can have the basic vintage style face, which has the little Veritech fighter look to it, without hampering on Robotech's copyrights, or you can take it off and have the more, I guess, animated style version head of Jetfire. So it's a couple different versions you can have of Mr. Jetfire here, but a nice addition for Transformers, because we've seen a lot of Transformer sets and G.I. Joe sets over the years with non-transformable Transformers, and it's nice to have an actual Transformer in this set that actually can transform.
One with Jetfire.
Yeah, including one with Jetfire. So very cool, neat little thing there. There you go, gang. There's our look at the San Diego Comic-Con 2017 Hasbro Toy Shop.com Revolution set with G.I. Joe, Transformers, Visionaries, M.A.S.K, ROM, and Micronauts. Action Man. Overall, it's a really cool set. It goes on sale on Hasbro.com on August 14th. Of this year, apparently.
Yeah.
Yep, so pretty quick
Taking
here.
their time. Yeah, it's also, I believe it's going to be available at HasCon.
It's going to be available at HasCon, so you'll be able to buy it there too if you're going to HasCon. But it's a great set. If you can grab one on HasbroToyShop.com or at HasCon. It's actually very affordable. It's one of the least expensive sets. I think it was $50.
I think it was 60.
60, 50, something like that.
That's not what I paid for.
Yeah, that's not what Dave paid for it, but because, Dave did not go to Comic-Con.
I didn't go to Comic-Con. I did not want to deal with the website. So
Dave just bought it.
I bought it on eBay.
That's what happens. I don't blame him. I would have done the same thing and I had the money. Great set, though. It's really cool. A lot of fun. Some great new characters, some great new sculpts, some great new additions to your G.I. Joe or Hasbro collection, period. So check it out. You can go to HasbroToyShop.com on August 14th, 2017 to order it. You can try your hand at ordering it. They'll probably sell it pretty quick. So if not, your only resort is eBay at this point.
Well, this was... No, the other G.I. Joe set was the one that sold out, I think.
The mission...
missile base.
Missile base.
Yeah.
So... very cool, but thanks for checking it out, guys. We'll be back real soon with an all-new review, so check us out. Go to ToyWorldOrder.com and YouTube.com/ToyWorldOrder, as well as YouTube.com/board the show. Hit subscribe, mash the like button. Check out everything we have there to offer. And gang, until next time, David.
Keep playing with your toys.
Take care, guys. We'll see you real soon.